Mark Twain, a legendary author with sharp wit and unique humor, left us not only timeless works, but also invaluable life lessons. In today's video, we'll explore 5 major lessons from Mark Twain. From the power of honesty, the value of self-respect, to critical thinking, forgiveness, and living life to the fullest. These lessons won't just change your perspective, but might even be a turning point in your life. Let's dive in right now. Welcome to a journey of discovering Mark Twain's timeless philosophies. He wasn't just a talented author, he also brought profound life lessons to us through his sharp and humorous lens. In today's video, we'll reflect on 5 significant lessons from Mark Twain. Lessons that have the power to not only shift your perspective, but transform your life forever. 1. Honesty, a simple yet powerful journey. Let's start with a straightforward yet powerful lesson. Honesty. Mark Twain once said, "If you tell the truth, you don't have to remember anything." This isn't just advice. It's a philosophy that helps you live a lighter, simpler life, free from the burdens of complicated lies. Imagine accidentally damaging an important item belonging to a colleague. If you choose to lie, you'll stress over keeping the story straight and creating more lies to cover it up. But if you admit it up front and sincerely apologize, the issue can often be resolved much more easily. Have you ever felt exhausted trying to keep track of untruths? Try living honestly and feel the weight lift off your shoulders. 2. Self-respect, knowing your true worth. From honesty, we move deeper into self-respect, a lesson that's simply indispensable. Mark Twain once said, "Never allow someone to be your priority while allowing yourself to be their option." This quote reminds us that our self-worth should never be undervalued or taken lightly. You deserve fair treatment and respect. A friend of mine once held on to a relationship where she wasn't truly appreciated. When she decided to walk away and focus on herself, she realized she deserves so much better. Ask yourself, are you becoming someone's afterthought while treating them as a priority? 3. Critical thinking, the strength of independent thought. Once you understand your worth, the next step is developing critical thinking, a vital tool for living life fully. Mark Twain said, "Whenever you find yourself on the side of the majority, it is time to reform or pause and reflect." The majority isn't always right. Critical thinking helps you pause, analyze, and make informed decisions instead of blindly following trends. Think about inventors like Thomas Edison or trailblazers like Martin Luther King Jr. They faced immense opposition from the majority, but stayed steadfast in their beliefs. The greatest changes in history often begin with people who dare to think differently. You might wonder, is critical thinking really that necessary? Or is it just some abstract concept? Ask yourself, How many decisions in your life are truly yours? How often do you let crowds, opinions, or even societal pressures shape your thoughts? Here's a quick exercise. Think about a recent decision you made without much thought. Maybe buying something, voicing an opinion in a meeting, or following a social media trend. If you had more time to reflect, would you have made a different choice? Small questions like these are the first steps to cultivating critical thinking. It's a way to assert your unique voice instead of being swept up by the majority. Stay tuned, because soon I'll share stories of how history, life, and successful individuals use critical thinking to transform their lives. These stories will surely inspire you. 4. Forgiveness, the fragrance of compassion. Now, let's pause to reflect on a noble quality: forgiveness. Mark Twain said, "Forgiveness is the fragrance that the violet sheds on the heel that has crushed it." Forgiveness isn't just about letting go of others. It's about freeing yourself from the burden of resentment. Forgiveness brings peace to both sides. Think about Nelson Mandela, who forgave those who imprisoned him. His forgiveness not only brought him peace, but also helped heal an entire nation. Is there someone in your life you need to forgive? Have you ever felt the relief that comes after forgiving someone? 5. Life, living fully without fear. Finally, let's talk about living a life that overcomes the fear of death. Mark Twain said, "The fear of death follows from the fear of life. A man who lives fully is prepared to die at any time." When you savor every moment, there's no room for regret. A friend of mine used to fear aging and death, but when she focused on living joyfully each day, that fear gradually faded away. Remember, time is the most valuable asset. Are you making the most of every moment? Looking back at all the lessons from Mark Twain, from honesty that lightens our load, self-respect that reminds us of our value, critical thinking that empowers independent thought, forgiveness that uplifts us, to living fully to overcome fears, we see one thing clearly. Every lesson stems from living sincerely, courageously, and meaningfully. These lessons aren't just distant philosophies. They're mirrors reflecting back to us, urging us to ask, am I living true to these values? Perhaps you've struggled between truth and lies, or found peace through forgiveness. So, which lesson resonated with you the most? Or is there another life lesson you'd like to share with everyone? Drop a comment below. Your story might inspire someone who needs it. And remember, Mark Twain said, "Life is a journey, and each of us gets to write our own story." So make your story beautiful and meaningful. Thank you for joining me on Open Mind. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss more meaningful philosophies and inspiration from great minds. See you in the next video.